Hi, welcome to Fin Thoughts channel. This is Srikanth. I'm a CA final student. So today I'm going to discuss about self-paced online-based exam in case of economic laws and company law. So I have written a week back SPOM law exam. I have got 76 marks out of 100. So today I'm going to share my thoughts and strategy for preparation of the SPOM law. Before starting the strategy, let me explain about my background, like about this particular exam. Last year I have given 2 attempts of law in descriptive mode. So I have enough understanding of the concept, and in both the exams I was able to score more than 50 marks. So with this background, let us go into first I'll share my resources where I have learned the concept, then resources to revise the concept without reading much. I'm saying like YouTube videos. So to understand the complete concept, like each and every nook and corner of law, I have prepared by watching Kaushik Mukesh Classes. It is available in the YouTube. Even though these classes has been recorded 2 years or 3 years earlier, you can see that in law there was not much changes. Whatever small changes are there, you can able to understand when you are reading the textbook. So for understanding the concept, just follow the Kaushik Mukesh Classes, which I'll share it in the description. And then for revision of the classes, Arpita Thulasian has updated revision classes for last November 2023 attempt, where you can have all the amendments also. So if you can just listen to her, there won't be much explanation, but she'll be reading all the text of the law, and it is pretty much useful to revise and remember all the time limits and numerical limits of the law concept. So now we'll dive into the strategy. See, since I have already given my descriptive attempts 2 times, both in May 2023, November 2023, this is my 3rd attempt actually speaking. So for me it might be bit easy, even though I have prepared for 4 to 5 continuous days, where I have studied entire textbook once, and then I have studied Arpita Thulasian only bare content notes, and then I have prepared few topics where descriptive questions also I have prepared from the previous material, like Arpita Thulasian question bank. The same questions only will be available in each and every question bank, whichever tutor question bank you take it. Apart from these, 2 more sources where I have started studying is one, Hemant Somani notes, which I'll share it in the description link for the same. And then the second, there is one more notes which I have prepared, which was I have downloaded from the Telegram, which is very much useful to me, which has only time limits and numerical limits of each and every chapter. So with this, we'll start each chapter wise how many marks has been given in the exam to me, and which are all the important concepts and in each and every chapter. So let us start with first chapter, that is directors, where important topics are rotation of directors, then independent directors, then small shareholder directors. These 3 are important, where in every exam almost, where I've seen other people's review also, they have been asked question from this. So from this particular chapter, directors, I've got total 5 questions, so about 10 marks has been given in this chapter. Then second, you have managerial remuneration. In managerial remuneration, they are very specific about effective capital calculation, then profit calculation, then when there is no profit available to the company, how much is the salary has to be given to the directors. So these 3 topics are most important. And then there are numerical limits, where each director how much percentage has to be given, and to reduce or increase the salary of the director or remuneration to the directors, which resolution has to be passed, whether it is ordinary resolution or special resolution. These all are the important concepts in managerial remuneration. Then we'll go to meetings. In case of meetings, they're pretty much asking all the questions based on very important topics, and you have to read each and every concept thoroughly in case of meetings. In my case, they have asked one particular question where quorum has to be present only at the starting of the meeting, or it has to be present throughout the meeting. The answer to it is quorum has to be present for each and every decision, and quorum has to be there for entire throughout the meeting, so that each and every concept, like each and every line of the meetings might be important, I feel. So better you read all these concepts thoroughly. So from all the directors 3 chapters, I've got around 15 questions. It means 30 marks has been allotted to it. Then remaining all 4-5 chapters are there except winding up. From all those 4-5 chapters, I have like 12 to 15 questions has been asked in the exam. So in all these 4 chapters, please make sure that you understand and remember each and every time limits and practical applications of that numbers. Like in case of many times they'll ask 1/10 of members has to be available to make application. So how you are going to apply 1/10? In each case you have to understand that. Okay. Then you have winding up. Winding up is a bit lengthy chapter. If you are reading first time, I would suggest you to leave it. Otherwise, if you want to read it thoroughly, or maybe you can read few important concepts in it. Okay. In the exam, they have asked around 4 to 5 questions in my case, and without reading, I was able to answer 2-3 questions correctly. And then, so from all the Companies Act, you would get totally around 25 to 30 questions from only Companies Act. Majority will come from 15 from directors, first 3 chapters, then 12 to 15 questions will come from remaining small chapters, and 4 to 5 questions will come from winding up. Then when we go to economy class, we have SEBI. In the SEBI, compared to old syllabus, in the new syllabus they have added 3 concepts, which is insider trading and substantial acquisition of shares, and one more topic they have added. So in the exam they didn't touch any of these 3 topics, but they have given importance to LODR, listing obligation and disclosure requirements, which is there in the earlier syllabus. So better read the SEBI and then LODR. These 2 topics is sufficient to get around 6 questions has been asked in the exam. I was able to attempt correctly all the 6. Then FEMA, whatever syllabus is available in the earlier syllabus, same thing has been added. So here the important concepts are capital account transactions, current account transactions, and then what are amount limits. There are specifically numerical limits has been given in each and every concept. And one more thing, residential status. These 3 topics are important. ECB and overseas direct investment, you can just read all numerical limits from the Hemant Somani material, or whichever the material I am sharing in the description. Okay. Next we have IBC. I feel among economic class, first preference should be given to IBC, second SEBI, third FEMA, and then fourth FCRA. So when it comes to IBC, if you see in the old syllabus, there is like around 100 pages of content has been given. In the new syllabus, they have reduced to just 30-40 pages, and that too, if you can able to read the short notes, it will be available in just 3-4 pages. So give very good amount of time to understand the concept of IBC, and the time limits for each and every section. Understand it, and most of the times in the exam they are asking direct questions. So without reading the case study, you can able to answer the question. Either it is IBC or other chapters also. Then you have finally FCRA. In the FCRA, They have asked just 3 to 4 questions. So if you can able to read once or twice FCRA as a whole, that is more than sufficient to answer it, and they are asking mostly direct questions only from FCRA. This is what I have followed, and I was able to get 76. I would suggest you to follow this, and I am also suggesting you to go through multiple videos on the same subject, whoever have given review like 2-3 videos. From that, take average and follow that strategy. You can able to easily complete it. Thank you guys.